Hello Libra, how are you guys doing? Thanks for joining me on my channel. I have left you last, but certainly not least. I have mad love for my Libra friends. Thank you so much for joining me. I am the Intuitive Teacup. We are going to do a tarot spread for you for the month of May. As always, please do keep in mind these are general messages, so not everything I'm saying in this video is going to resonate with you, and that's totally fine. I hope a lot of it hits the mark, but if it doesn't, that's totally cool. Check your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs for additional messages. So if you are a Scorpio Moon, check out the Scorpio video. If you are a whatever, fill in the blank. If you don't know how to do that, there's going to be a link in my description box right below. It's completely free. There's a site. You plug in your birth date and some information. You got poppers already. And it'll generate where all the planets were at the time you were born. It's really fun. It's cool to check out, even if you only have like a minor interest in it. Yeah, it's very fun. This channel's new. I'm getting it up and running. It's been up for about a month, and I've definitely got some love from my Libra friends, so thank you for that. But please do like, share, subscribe. That always helps me get these messages out to the people who want to hear them and who need to hear them, and that is my ultimate message. I hope this helps in some way. I hope this illuminates you to something, provides you some insight, or just some general support, some confirmation that what you're feeling is valid. I know that's sort of how tarot has helped me the most, so I hope I can do that for you, because I enjoy doing it. So I've rambled a lot. Without further ado, let's get started. For our Libra friends, what can we get for the month of May? What are the most important messages for their best and highest good for the month of May for our Libra friends? The beautiful air signs. Wow. Okay, you had a lot. Let's see what we got here. You had these three pop out. Those three. Happy Taurus season to you all. I hope everyone is doing well and excited. Spring has sprung. Energy is good. People are happy. All right, so I am doing past, present, and future. That's generally how I'm going to read it. It's going to be different for everyone, so this might be, April into May. It could be the beginning or middle of May, and then May into June. It's going to be different for all of you, so yeah, take what resonates, okay? Sorry, I ramble. In your past, you have the Ace of Pentacles. Earth signs. You have the Five of Cups, water signs, and you have the Devil. Could be a Capricorn. So, the Ace of Pentacles talks about a new opportunity. I frequently see it as something being handed to you from the heavens in terms of an idea that you can make tangible in the real world. It's like take the money and run. You're being presented with this idea, this opportunity, almost like a brick to build a pathway, so to say. And Pentacles do talk about money with our jobs, our career, but it can also be the sense of building a relationship, building a family. This opportunity, it's like you walk through, I think this is supposed to be metaphorically the Garden of Eden, but it's like you go through this little archway and discover new lands, new opportunities, things you want to build and grow. It could literally be, I don't know, starting a garden, a nursery, some type of, growing things in the earth. I don't know if, maybe that's your job or your career. Let's pull a clarifier. Seven of Wands. Okay. So it's been a struggle. This can sometimes be the card of being defensive or having a lot being thrown at you at once. Having to fight for what you believe in, fight for what you want to achieve in life. But ultimately, the message to this card is that you do have the upper hand, even though it may not feel like it, because the universe is guiding you. See how it's a very bright yellow card? There's sunshine on this person. So yeah, we all go through trials and tribulations, but ultimately you are going to win the battle. Or I should say you're going to win the war, right? There may be battles where you do feel defeated or stuck or disappointed, really, right? It's not a big major thing. I'm actually getting that this could be an opportunity that helps you get out of a tricky situation. If you have been feeling tired and exhausted, something came in that offered you a bit of relief, a bit of like a helping hand. And it's guiding you towards this pathway. Potentially leaving the safety of your home, the safety of your backyard. You're going to have to travel to new places, whether that's literally outside your door or across the country or whatever. There's a need to go forward. But in the center of your spread is sadness, despair, depression, lingering on disappointments. Remember how I was saying things that not working out? The thing is, right behind this person who's shrouded in black, this very dark, depressed person, There's opportunity right behind them. Cups speak to emotional fulfillment, love, opportunity, dreams, things we aspire to be or do. There are two upright cups right behind him, but it's like he has to choose again to go across that bridge to get over this emotion, the water, the sadness, to get over that bridge and decide to go after new opportunities, especially ones that may be being handed to them, helpful opportunities. Again, messages from above. I don't know. Pentacles are typically tangible, earthly realm things, but something about this, it's feeling like a sign. Like, when you get a sign from above, that type of thing, maybe to help you get over this sadness, maybe this difficult struggle you're feeling is dealing with some sort of loss. Could be loss of a relationship, of a person. It's disappointment, something that didn't go right, but it broke your heart. Something broke your heart here. And then the devil energy. So it's either a Capricorn or the devil can be a lot of different things. As I was describing all this heartbreak and pain, I'm not going to take it, but bottom of your deck was heartbreak and pain. So that's like emphasizing like, yeah, this was a really big deal. Poor Libra. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I can feel your sadness there. It's been a struggle. I can tell that. But what is this? Let's focus on this. I think the devil may talk about you being, again, stuck. Being stuck in this sad energy, not taking the risk, not taking the leap of faith to move on and choose. I know this sounds insensitive, but to choose happiness. There's ideas swimming around in your, again, this is potentially the past. There's ideas in your head that's telling you that's it for you, Libra. These cups that spilled, that was your only opportunity, and that's it. Like, it's done for. It's lower vibrational thinking that's not true, just to be very clear. Hopefully no one clicked off in the middle of that sentence. The devil keeps us stuck. The devil keeps us in the now, in what's familiar. The devil keeps us from not progressing our lives forward, to seeking new paths of opportunity, to welcoming in change and new beginnings. It's like the way his hand is held up. It's like, halt, we're not going anywhere. We are going to stay stuck in this sadness and this depression. And the reasoning is not here or there because it's illogical. It's lower vibrational thinking because you're not opening yourself up to new opportunities. I'll pull one clarifier on the devil. It may have to do with a relationship. I mean, the devil, it's very similar to the Lover's card in that it's these two lovers, Adam and Eve, potentially, shown naked, only they're shackled together. This was an unhealthy relationship. Something about this relationship was lower vibrational, or that could also speak to the memory of what was lost. If, you don't feel that relationship wasn't toxic, you're lingering on the past, and just to be frank, this relationship isn't in your life presently. It's just not. But you don't want to move on from that. It's like you keep thinking about this person or this thing or this job, this opportunity, that whatever, there was loss here, right? But there's a reason why the devil is toxic, because it's preventing you from seeing things clearly and going after new opportunities. Pull one on the devil. It could have been a relationship with a Capricorn. Potentially. It doesn't have to be. Okay, so this devil has to do with the High Priestess. The High Priestess is about secrets. She is a card of thinking, channeling our intuition. It's the inner knowing, insight. It doesn't have to do with taking action on anything, though, which is very interesting. Oh, okay. It's like the metaphorical, she's sitting on a bench, not moving. It is not, the High Priestess does not typically have a negative connotation, but it's processing the information. It almost looks like, is she holding flowers? Yeah, it almost looks like she's attending a funeral in some sort. And just to be clear, I don't think this is a literal death. If it is, I'm very sorry, but I don't think it is. It's more the metaphor of you're grieving, and you're grieving, and you're still grieving, and then you're doing some more grieving. Do you get what I'm saying? You're stuck. You can't move on from this, and that's what's clarifying the devil. You're stuck sitting, not taking action. I think you're in your headspace a lot, and you're okay. The empress, not the empress. The high priestess knows. She sits and knows and processes information. And again, I'm just going off of what I'm picking up intuitively. The high priestess is always shown with the moon, which speaks about intuition, but there's something about the situation because the devil is involved, lower vibrational thinking, you're being fooled with the moon. It's trickery. The card of the moon can speak to illusions. You know, it's dark when the moon is out. Not everything is illuminated the way it would be in the sun when you're in higher vibrational, happy thinking, right? There's moon energy here. There's secrets, there's darkness, but really you're not properly processing the information with the moon. It's illusions. You're not seeing things clearly because you're stuck on the sadness, again thinking, this is my only opportunity for happiness. I've lost this person. They're out of my life. What am I going to do? Like, this is it for me. Blah, 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 blah. Bullshit. It's just not true. I'm sorry that's harsh, Libra, but you're an air sign. You're of the mind. So you are going to realize that eventually. You're very in tune with the reality, with the facts and figures, with the organizational details of things. So you will get there. But obviously this person or this thing meant a great deal to you. So take the time you need to heal, but keep in mind that there is a need to move forward from this because you reach a point where staying in darkness, right? Light versus dark. Staying in darkness isn't going to serve you. Grieve, absolutely. Take the time to grieve, but know when you can't grieve forever. You can always miss this person and love this person, but if it's negatively impacting your life and keeping you stuck, not allowing you to grow and move on, which it is with this devil card, eventually you need to seek a way to move on from that. That's the best I can describe it. So in your present, you have the 7 of Pentacles, the card of assessment. Earth signs, you have the 9 of Swords, so anxiety. And you have the 5 of Swords. Okay, so this can mean a lot of different things. Looking back, regrets, questioning decisions made. All right, so not surprisingly, anxiety is at the center of your spread. Something is keeping you up at night, things that you're going back and forth in your brain about over and over. And again, how I was like emphasizing you're sitting and grieving over and over and over and over. There's something about this sadness, this despair, you can't get out of your head. And the thing is, the way he's like clutching his head in his hands, he wants to. It's literally like demons are speaking to him. Please don't take that literally, especially you cross watchers. Your person is going to be okay. But yeah, it's like these negative thoughts, they keep circling in your mind and you want to release them so badly, but metaphorically, it's like a prison for you. It's like a jail. This sadness that you want to get over, it's deep. It's been a long time, and I know that because it's a 9. It's not the 2 of Swords. And this story is very familiar, Libra. I think the first reading I did for you, Libras, again, it was a long monthly one, and it was very heavy. So this, again, might not be for all those same people, but there was something similar in your energy going on these last few months. For the Libras that this story is for, about some really heavy energy. And so I just want to acknowledge that because it's easy for me to stand up here and be like, oh, you're going to be fine, this, and this. But I want you to know, I know this is a big deal for you guys. I know this is not just somebody hurt me and I'm sad. Like there's some heavy, heavy things going on in a few Libras' life. So my heart goes out to you. I want you to know that. But let's see what we can get to improve the situation. So this opportunity that maybe you're being defensive of, or the opposite, this opportunity is coming in to help you. Under it is the assessment card. So I think you're aware of it. Somebody may have reached out to you and offered you a new job, or and I don't always want to go to the new career thing, right? Pentacles can be jobs, money, career. Could be literally financial support, right? Maybe you lost, maybe you lost the breadwinner in your house and now you're struggling with funds and somebody reaches out to help you, but you're hesitant to take that help. You're worried about the long term of the seeds that will grow from accepting this offer. Let's pull a card on that. the Four of Wands. You're worried about the stability, the long-lasting stability of accepting this help, of accepting this offer. This is the Four of Wands, solid foundation. So it could have been an offer from a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It doesn't have to be, though. This does have something to do with looking back at memories as well. It's like you're thinking of the future, but again, the past. There's something you can't move on from the past. You're wanting to stay, this looks more like a child to me. You're wanting to stay in earlier times, if that lands for anyone. When things were easier, when things were innocent, before this sorrow took over, you're hesitant to take this gift or this new offer because in a way it is going to force you to focus your priorities on things other than this, and that's really scary for you. It's almost like by looking at happiness, you feel like you're abandoning whatever thought or idea or that sadness that this was, which, yes, that seems obvious if you're not thinking about it, but there's a reason why you're lingering on this sadness, because it means a lot to you. I said this in a couple other readings. The Nine of Swords is severe anxiety because we care so much. If we didn't care so much, this pain that we're feeling, this mental pain, this literally trying to get yourself out of a mental prison, it means the world to you. Whatever is going on in your headspace right now. And so that's why there is a lot of assessment about happiness. I'm just hearing, I wish things could be like they used to be. Like before things got really messy, before cups were spilled, before people were lost, opportunities were lost, before emotions got really complicated and messy. Oh my God, I always get these. I don't mean this in a bad way, but it's like these readings come back to me of what I've read for before, and the messages are still there. If you lost a child, I'm just going to leave it at that. It's coming up here again. I absolutely see that. And yeah, I sense deep sadness, Libra. Oh. And so I'm not completely writing that off, because if some of you do need to hear about that, I can tell that you're still thinking very much about it. It's right here. I see it. But for the few of you who that does resonate with, if this to me speaks about the person, the child, the innocence, or it could be innocence that was lost as well. If something bad happened and it forced you into this situation that you weren't ready for, it could be that for some of you. But there's a reason for it always. There's always a lesson. But I'm just going to go back to my original. If this is the child that was lost, they're happy. They're in a better place. It's golden. There's steady, solid foundations. This can be the card of celebrations and marriage, happiness. They've moved on to a better realm, if you will. So if you're questioning that at all, is there pain? Is there this? Do they miss me? Yes, of course they miss you, but they're okay. And so the reason why that's important is because something about you lingering on that sadness, it's blocking you from new opportunities for self-growth. Pentacles can also be our health, our wellness, and this speaks to an imbalance, right, in the mind. And again, a need to look back. Something that you don't want to leave behind. You aren't completely ready to tear yourself apart from. You're not ready to sever it. The thing is, you don't have to sever it, but this card does have to do with some sort of heartbreak or loss, and then someone being indecisive because they're looking back, right? The clouds are gray. It's a little bit murky. It's darker energy. Do I move on? Is that person okay? Can I move on? Do they still need me? And this doesn't have to be with death. It could be a relationship. But you have two fives. Fives speak about imbalances. We want to move on from fives. We want to get the lessons that need to be learned from the spilled cups, from the people who were hurt in battle, metaphorically, so that we can move on to the six. Sixes are an even number. They're cards of victory. You've accomplished something. You've learned the lesson. So you have the 5, right? The 5 of Cups, followed by the 9 of, is that right? Yeah, you have the 5 of Cups, followed by the 9 of Swords. So 5 and 9 comes to 14, which is the card of Temperance, healing. And it's about healing oneself. It's the love angel, Michael, is pouring one cup from the other. It's blending of opposites. It's fire and water. It's moderation, but ultimately it's self-love and healing. And I'm just getting strictly by, numerology. That is what is needed here. There's extreme need for healing. That could be what these 2 cups are behind you. That lesson of healing yourself, of self-love. Because staying in this sadness, it's not serving you anymore. And it's not, to be very blunt, it's not serving your person either. It's okay to miss someone, but not when it's in an unhealthy way. You are missing out on opportunities, Libra. You're not living your life. Things aren't growing and blooming because you were stuck, because you can't move on from this. So how can we move past this anxiety? I'm going to ask some specific questions here because I feel like we need them. How can we move past this anxiety that's at the heart of Libra's spread? So you have the 7 of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups. Okay, so with this I'm getting, with water and cups, it's emotions, it's healing. The way they're looking in the water, they're reflecting, right? They're looking back in the past, kind of like this. I see this as memories. This is not saying forget the past. I'm seeing this as cope with the past, heal the past. And again, there is no time limit to when this needs to happen. You need to do it in your own time, Libra. It's okay to remember, to reminisce, to think of the good times, but there needs to be a balance of enjoying those memories and still being able to get up off the bench and continue on with your life. You are on this earth in this lifetime for a purpose. So just because there is someone no longer with us on the earthly realm, or again, in just a relationship, that's no reason to throw in the towel on your own ambitions with what you were meant to do, because you're a queen, Libra. You're meant to do something very important that contributes to society with Pentacles, to build greater things. And this also speaks to knowing your worth and your value, especially if this is more of like a divorce or an ending of a relationship. You are still the Queen of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles is solid. She sits on a throne, right? She builds fantastic careers. She builds fantastic families. But it all comes down to value and worth, and knowing where to invest her time in the right things and the right people. Investing her time in the past doesn't serve the future, which is why the Ace of Cups is coming in. It's new opportunities. It's coming in from the future. New dreams, emotional fulfillment, happiness. This is the card of, is it Capricorn? I want to say this is Capricorn card. And then Cups, water, emotions, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Okay? So I'm saying, how can we get out of this anxiety? Deal with the past, deal with the healing, enjoy the memories, know that those memories are always yours to hang on to, but ultimately continue to build into the future and seek emotional fulfillment outside. Right? It's not going to be stuck in your home crying is not where the opportunity is going to come into you. You need to step outside, get yourself back into the world. It's not in bed. Yeah. Okay, so clarifying this 5 of Swords is the 4 of Pentacles, holding on to things too tightly, to our own demise. Fours are balanced cards. They feel good. 4 corners of a house, of a home, right? This may have to do with something with the family. It's safe. But if you want to progress forward in life, if you want to follow your destiny to be the Queen of Pentacles, if you will, Libra, you're going to have to leave some of these pentacles behind. You can't hold on to them so tightly because your arms are trapped. You literally can't move if you're so concerned with holding on to the past. You need to release and let go. Take risks and move forward. So this is that card of questioning. Do I move forward or do I stay here? Well, if you stay here, you're going to be stuck. Nothing is ever going to change if you stay here. So should I stay or should I go? Yes, you should go. You should absolutely go. Because you know what just to be really blunt, what you're leaving behind is this. You may not realize it, but you're leaving behind lower vibrational thoughts and thinking. There is a need to sever with the swords, to cut off the negativity, the lower thoughts of, this is it for me, that's all I have, nothing is ever going to be happy again. It's just not true. It's just not. Little tough love. I'm sorry, but somebody needs to hear this. So in your future, you have the 8 of Pentacles. So that's good. You go from the 7 to the 8. So you're progressing. You're doing more work. This is the card of apprenticeship. On focusing on the now, I think Capricorn had this card as well. And it was similar in that you're worrying too much about the future. That's what this could be as well. Like, how do I build from here? You're worrying too much about the future. There's a need to focus on the work at hand, the task at hand, the now, the tangible, what is literally in your lap. It could be assessing your bank account. It could be assessing the work you're doing, like career-wise. It could be assessing who is in your life, who is serving you. Is this someone else in your life? Maybe this isn't you. If this is someone keeping you in a toxic relationship, from the assessment, who do you want to work with? Who do you want to build with in your future? But most importantly, focus on the now. Don't project into the future. This is the card of enjoying the work. There's no sense of I'm building this thing so that I can become a millionaire. Nope, that's not what this card is. This card has to do with, I really enjoy this. I'm going to invest more time in this. I'm going to invest more money in this because it brings me joy, because it brings me happiness. And what happens when you invest in things that naturally raise your vibration, good things come to you. So if this is taking your time and energy, A, it wouldn't feel like that because you're just enjoying the work, you're living in the moment. But B, if it's something that makes your heart sing, the universe knows. The universe can hear when your heart is singing, and naturally it brings in abundance to you. That's what this is. When you choose what you love, who you love, and it's from a good place, it's not from this. When you hear that calling, that high priestess trusting your intuition that this is something I love, I'm going to do whatever. I'm going to be a musician. I'm going to paint this picture because it makes me feel happy. It helps me cope with the past. It makes me happy to enjoy the memories. When you choose that, the universe hears it and naturally brings in good things to you. Focus on the now, the pentacles, the real, the tangible. Don't always be in dreamy land, in illusion land, in living in the past. Live in the now. So then you also have the 4 of Swords, resting. Comes right after the 3 of Swords, which is the card of heartbreak and despair. So that makes sense. It is coming after all this. But this is healing. It's restoring your health. It's getting better. It might be going to therapy, lying on the couch and talking about your feelings to make progress. Healing of the mind, which is absolutely necessary here. Cups can be very healing too. Oops, sorry about that. Cups can be very healing too. So yeah, it's almost releasing of the past, so that once you clear that out of your system, by that I mean like the lower vibration, the toxic energy you've been carrying around, Libra, for a really long time. Once you do the work, this could be on your health, on your body. Focus on, and maybe you're exercising more. Again, you're going to therapy, you're going to counseling, you're doing work on yourself. Once you do the resting and the healing, and I'm saying work and resting, but do you understand what I'm saying? It's work to help you heal. I think maybe that's a better way of putting it. Meditating, going out with friends, and I don't know, doing things that are good, that make you happy. Once you do the resting, you're going to be ready to come out of this I have to tell you, so this card represents once you go through heartbreak, right? This is symbolically supposed to be like a soldier or a warrior who has come back from a battle, and he's so thankful that he was spared, that his life was saved, right? He goes down to lay in the coffin that was reserved for him had he lost the battle, and he sits there and appreciates the life that he does have. He thinks to himself, this could have been me, this could have been the end, but it's not. It's exactly what I was saying with this. He is thankful for every breath and every day, and when he's ready, when he's done that kind of introspection, that self-healing, he's going to pick this sword back up and he's going to go out and fight more battles, metaphorically. He's going to go out into society and contribute and do more things to do that task that he was destined to do, whatever it was he was meant to contribute to the world. There is a need for rest, but rest while doing work on yourself. You need to progress forward. So then you also have the Three of Swords. I'm sorry, not the Three of Swords, the Three of Wands. So this is the waiting for your ships to come in card, which makes sense. It comes, the idea of Two of Wands is picking the path. Do we go A or B? Do we choose the left or right? You've made the choice. You're down a path, and now you're waiting to see is what comes next. It's like turning the page in a book. Like, okay, cool, that was a good chapter. What's going to happen next? That's what this is for you. And it comes after doing the work. So symbolically, this is picking the path, I think, for you. Choosing what you're going to work on, what you're going to focus your time and energy on that isn't lower vibrational. It's better. It's good for you. It's good for your health. Waiting to see the results, and then guess what? They come right into you. And again, there's a great progression because you were presented with the Ace of Pentacles, the brand new beginning, the new idea, the new opportunity, the new task, the new job, the new whatever it is, the new loan, the new person. And then you progress. It goes from an ace to the page. So yeah, there's more knowledge that you've gained here. You're not brand new to the idea, to the task. You're the freshman in college. You have a base of knowledge about whatever this opportunity is, but now you're ready to take it and make more. You're ready to make more pentacles because you're doing the work. Yeah, let's see. What can we pull anything off of this Page of Pentacles? I don't know what this opportunity is. It's going to be a little bit different for all of you, but your future line looks great. Now we all have free will, right? And even in the present, right? Some of this may ring true for you and some of it may not totally land yet. We all have free will. You can choose whatever you want to do with your life. But what's also the flip side of that is we all have accountability. You have to choose to deal with the consequences of whatever actions you take. So that's sort of what I was saying with choose the high road, choose the higher vibrational thinking, choose what's healthy for you. It's okay to focus on yourself. Especially in this spread, this is self-love. Just to be really blunt, if you're resonating with this, this is not a good time to be starting a new romantic partnership. There's healing that needs to take place for you, Libra. So what can we get on this Page of Pentacles, please, for Libra? What is this new opportunity about? What is this new opportunity? The King of Wands. Now, it did come out in reverse. Okay. So fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You know what I actually think this is? Wands have to do with our career, also with creativity or travel. So all those things potentially, but it's in reverse because it's extremely delayed. As I was saying, like healing is not a 24-hour process. It takes time. It's going to take time to remove every one of these swords metaphorically from your mind that were keeping you trapped. So don't be disheartened by that. It's a necessary process. There are lessons that you are going to learn from removing every sword, from doing the self-work and the self-healing. But I feel like this may be some sort of creative endeavor that you were refusing to see before. You were warding it off and blocking it off because you weren't ready to pursue it yet, Libra. But reversed for me here is delayed, but you're sitting on an idea that is the King of Wands. The king of creativity, the king of happiness, the king of sunshine, right? Fire. Very charismatic, funny, a good person to be around. Fire signs are just very attractive and alluring. So, I mean, if it's romantic partnership, great. As I was saying, give it time. I don't think this is the distant future. But yeah, there's some sort of creative offer or endeavor or opportunity. And wands speak to career, so it might be both. It might be a creative career for some of you Libras. It is the card of Leo, so I don't know if that means anything to you. This could be a future boss that's employing you, literally paying you, giving you pentacles, but it's an idea you're really excited about, right? See how he's looking at that pentacle? He sees so much potential in this, again, career, in this person, in this endeavor. It might be taking a trip. It might be traveling. Wands speak about traveling. Maybe you're going to the jungle, right? There's going to be lions there. I don't know. But it's all very positive. Your last 3 cards are literally shrouded in happiness, those bright yellow colors. It is very optimistic. But yeah, you certainly have some things that need to be dealt with. And that makes sense. Bottom of your deck is the 2 of Swords, a decision. Do you want to get better, Libra? Do you want to heal? And this is a card of Libra, right? She can only balance these swords. She can only balance this pain and anxiety for so long. You're going to have to surrender and give up eventually, right? The swords are heavy. You can't be defensive and blocking things off. Again, blocking off opportunity and change. You're in defense mode right now, and that's okay. It's clearly been part of your healing process, but at what point do you take the blindfold off and face reality and deal with the emotions that are hard to deal with? Choosing to get better. You have a choice to make, Libra, and it's up to you. So we are in Taurus season, so I am wrapping up these readings with animal oracle cards. They're very cool. I've enjoyed using them. They're new to me, but I've seen other readers use them, and yeah, they're pretty cute. Yours came right out. So for Libra, what message can go along with this spread for them? Whale spirit, trust the great mystery. Really beautiful. Yeah, I love this card for you. There is something about water being cleansing and healing. It makes sense that you would get an animal of the ocean, the whale. And again, whale's something big and mighty. There's something you're sitting on that is full of potential. But yeah, it's like you need to go through this cleansing bath. You need to take like a dip in the ocean to clear yourself, to wash away the sorrow, the sadness. You do have a lot of water in your spread. You might be dealing with a water sign. Whale spirit, though, really beautiful. And whales are just so like beautiful and majestic anyway. You're a beautiful person, Libra. You have a beautiful soul. So let yourself naturally vibrate the way you're supposed to with that Queen of Swords energy. You attract a lot of love and happiness naturally. I want to say you're a force to be reckoned with, but in a way that it has to do with what you were destined to do, what you were destined to create, to share with other people on this earth. People look at you and they're going to be in awe. Whatever this opportunity is that you were blocking before, follow that. There's something big. Whale, right? Whale spirit. There's something big about this opportunity. And yeah, trust in the great mystery. I know that this doesn't make a lot of sense. Why this happened to you? I'm hearing you're probably saying that. Why did this have to happen to me? Why me? Why this sorrow? Why this pain? You don't have to understand everything right now. Things are going to become clearer in time. Yeah. All right, Libra, hang in there. I'm sending you so much love and so much support. If you did enjoy this video, if it gave you some sort of insight or clarity, please do like, share, subscribe. Otherwise, I'm just happy to have you join me. I'm going to post a few more videos this month, probably mid-month, on finance, career, love, all that good stuff. So do tune in. Otherwise, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for your time, Libra, and happy May to you all. I will see you later. Bye.